Warren Buffett, probably the greatest investor of all time, has a famous saying, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Well, right now, there's a lot of fear in the housing market. Mortgage bonds got hit again today, and the 10-year Treasury broke through an important level. We have Fed members out there talking about inflation fears. Oil prices are higher, and there's still a war. And everywhere buyers look, they're hearing reasons to be afraid. Rates are higher. The Fed is talking about inflation fears. Oil keeps going up. The war is still happening. What's the natural reaction? Maybe I should just wait. But think about that for a second. If that's what you're thinking, what do you think everyone else is thinking? They're scared too. And that is exactly where the opportunity might be. If everybody else is afraid to buy, who has the leverage? You do. Sellers are feeling this market too. Some have been sitting longer, some have already reduced their price, some have 2 mortgages to pay, some have had to relocate, some are just feeling the pressure and need to sell. Those are the sellers I want to negotiate with. Maybe we negotiate the price down. Maybe we negotiate seller concessions, paying to buy down the rate. Maybe we negotiate some major fixes on the property. Whatever it is, it could be a combination, but this is the time for buyers. Could that be 10,000, 20,000, or much more? Absolutely, depending on the house and the seller. Now let's put some numbers to this. Let's just say the higher interest rate is costing you $300 extra a month. That's pretty high. If we did that by 2 years, $3,600 a year, that's $7,200. $7,200 is a lot to pay over a 2-year period. But the fear in today's market help you negotiate much more. 10, 20, 30, 40,000. That $7,200 just became a really good deal. Now ask yourself, what happens if rates eventually come down? You may be able to refinance the rate, but you can't go back 2 years and buy what you've got to buy it for today. That's the part I think buyers are missing. And here's what's interesting. While the headlines are creating all this fear, some of the underlying data is actually showing inflation is improving. The Dallas Fed's trimmed mean inflation came in at 2.2%. That's really close to the inflation of 2% that the Fed wants. So underneath all of today's noise, there may be a reason for us to see inflation could continue to improve. That doesn't mean rates automatically fall. Next week is huge. We have the JOLTS report, we have the ADP report coming in, we have the job losses and cuts, but then at the end of the week, we have the BLS report. So this week coming up could be volatile, but this is what I want you thinking this weekend. Don't just ask, when are rates going to be coming down? Ask a different question. Ask, what can I negotiate today while everyone else is waiting for rates to come down? Because if rates do eventually improve, you won't get just a better rate. You'll get a bunch of buyers flooding into the market, and you'll have more competition to buy the house that you wanted. You'll have less negotiating power, fewer seller concessions, and possibly a price that knocks you out of the market. So I'm not telling you that rates are great. They're not. But I am telling you, fear could knock other buyers out of the market and put you into a better position. I'm Tim Stafford with Best Mortgage Match, powered by Edge Home Finance. Until tomorrow, keep building wealth, one smart mortgage move at a time.